This is Total Warhead and welcome to another early game guide here in Total War 3 Kingdoms. This one is in the 194 A World Betrayed start date, playing a Baihu, not Zheng, and this is on turn 3. So, you're capable of actually confederating her on turn 1 and then having 2 attack lanes, both controlling the south and pushing in the north. You can also get characters from Liu Yao's faction and potentially have the chance of pushing towards discrediting the faction and character to potentially kick Tai Shi out of Liu Yao's faction and maybe get him to join or him to be a turncoat for you. Now, additionally, you get a chance to still be able to keep your economy afloat in such a manner that you can still push on the yellow turbans in the south while still being able to push on another front with enough units to potentially run a mercenary contract against, for example, Zheng and then control a good money income location in the early game in Dong and maintain close proximity to factions in the north to potentially get visibility with them and get trade agreements with them once you control the fishing port up here that Liu Yao holds. Additionally, on turn 1, you're capable of trading for the Imperial Jade Seal from Sun Che, and if we look at our family tree, we still have a couple of characters that are not distant relatives, but we keep a tree that is in such a manner with Zheng, and then a character that I keep as heir at least until I build up my economy large enough, because this character has clerk, so I can take advantage of this, and then I'll make Zheng the faction heir for her melee damage and faction support bonuses that she gets that are really good to have. So anyways, I really hope you enjoy this guide. Let me know in the comments of anything and everything you can think of about it. And as always, because I forget, I am playing on legendary campaign difficulty. Battle difficulty is also legendary. The mode is romance, and you also have a mod collection in the description of the mods that I utilize to make the game look as it looks. The mods I utilize do not affect the core gameplay that you will see or experience on your side, except the bug fix mod, which I think every person should play with. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy the video. Alright, to begin the campaign, we have a lot of shenanigans here to do. So Mr. Pan Ling, I'm gonna put to reward the villainous and incorrupt to get plus 15 satisfaction per turn. And now we're going to banish both of our characters that we start out with that are Commander and Vanguard Bandits. And we want to recruit this lady as she actually starts out with, with Poison Volley, which is a pretty damn strong thing to have in the game. Try to remove characters or add characters to your faction after you banish so they don't get hit by the banishment penalty to their overall satisfaction. Just keep that in mind. Now, she is good for combat purposes, even though she does have Cowardly and Weak, which actually goes kind of like a negative thing to have when you're playing as a bandit. So she already starts with Poison Volley, and she does get Guerrilla Deployment for her own retinue. We want to use her for combat purposes. So getting Stalk is really good, but getting up in this front line or top line here and then just working down to get Stealth is more valuable, as all of these things are better for combat purposes. So let's work up this way first with her. Get that point for her at this moment. In terms of points here or prestige, we have 0 out of 50. And then we have 2 regions at the moment. One of them held by Liu Yao, the third one of our major region. And then we do want to put her into this position here in order to have an easier time building this place up, or saving money at least. Note that she has 250 upkeep per turn. So at some moment when you start building things, you should probably just remove her from the position so you start saving money. So to begin, we're going to get Tribute Hall to get minus 10% construction costs. That's really valuable. We have a lot of items to start out the campaign. That's just how Yan Baihu is designed, and we're gonna use them to our advantage. So we're gonna remove this little horsey, we're gonna remove this little bow, and I believe nobody else has anything in our campaign here. And then this guy does have this loyal. He does get like worse traits, I think, than on the 190 start date, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, so yeah, we want to work our way up here. He's a bit of a problem with how unhappy he is. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But anyways, we're gonna do diplomacy, and we're gonna do a lot of little shenanigans here. So Mr. Liu Yao is an interesting little character. He holds regions that we potentially want to try to grab in Poyang. Just keep that in mind as we try to expand here. We also have potential trade agreements that we can do with characters or factions around us at this time. So I would say that we can potentially work this campaign in such a manner that is similar to the 190, where we expand west and east, kind of like on this kind of direction here, as I did in the 190 start date, and then control the south in by ourselves. So in terms of that though, Mr. Liu Yao has characters that we actually want to bring into our faction. So he is at 0 trending to 16, And then if I try to marry this character into our faction, it's only negative 4.5, which is pretty interesting. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take advantage of Liu Yao to get him all the way to an alliance. And then I'm going to actually get into a vassalization with Liu Jie so we can marry confederate Zheng. You're gonna be like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, just watch, man. Just watch and learn, all right? So anyways, we're gonna begin here with this little sir here, and he's really willing to do deals with us right now. So we can just receive payment. Let's see if we drop it down. How positive is he going? He'll be trending actually even more positive, but he's at 16 right now. It might just be enough to actually get him to friendly, so I have an easier time working him up in the tree a little bit more easily. So let's go here. Let's find him. And I'm gonna skip this. I'm gonna give pennies over time just to get him up in overall attitude to friendly. Because he's at 16, it's kind of hard to get him even all the way up. And some factions, to get to friendly, you gotta get to 17 or higher. So it's not worth keeping giving him pennies and pennies and pennies to get him where I need to. So he does have some vassals, and one of them actually really likes us. So I can do a military access with him. I already have an aggression pact. And then from there, I can just keep working them up. But mainly, I want to work up Liu Yao. And with this, I can get him all the way up to 49. Yeah, even if I don't ask for the money, I'm not gonna trend that much more negative. There we go. And then with that out of the way, I'll go back to Liu Yao. And now we're just gonna give 1 penny here. Very good.
We take this as
excellent.
A token of friendship.
Now, he is at friendly, so if I go to do other deals with him, like on an aggression pact, that's at 6.8 instead of, how much was it before? I can't even remember now. So let's actually go here, ask for as much money as we can. That'll get him only up 25. Damn, really? Shit. I think we can still get him to, even if I ask for this money, I think I can still get him to best friends. Let's do this.
A successful bid.
Very good.
Welcome, friend.
And now let's just give pennies to get him to very friendly.
May the heavens smile
almost there.
Upon you. Welcome, friend.
There we go.
We take this as a token of friendship.
Okay, and then continuing here, there's a military access. That's a 4.8. Damn, and he's trending all the way up that way. And then we can do a trade agreement with him as well. That's gonna get him, holy crap. Yep, that'll get him to best friends. And then we won't do the marriage just yet. Let's, if I actually ask for money. 64, nah. 67. I need about 80. 89. There we go. So that'll get him to 153. So I can get at least some money out of this and still get him to best friends. Let's do that.
A successful bid.
And I'm gonna skip this penny giving for a little bit here. All right, and now because I got him all the way up to best friends, I can get coalition at minus 5.2, but also I can get the marriage with one of the characters that has clerk at the beginning of the campaign, his daughter, and then with that I can just give 1 food, and now he's actually giving me visibility with a lot of more characters or factions in the map here. Now what I want to do next is going back to him. Where is he? Here we go. So he holds a lot of territory. Just take that into account. We can transition to a military alliance, get him to like me even more. And then with that out of the way, now I have this extra strategic strength to help me actually do more deals in diplomacy. And you see even more factions are willing to do deals with us to start the campaign. All right, and we have another faction that we already had and we have an aggression pact with or a deal with. So now we're just going to add a military access just to get more money out of somebody around us. And then I'll get them to best friends so I can get a trade agreement as well. Or sorry, to very friendly. So now penny time with him. Let me find him. There we go. Boop. Excellent. And then just pennies, 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 pennies. So the trade agreement has even more value. All right, and I got him to what do you call it, very friendly, and now a trade agreement will actually get me a deal with him and a little bit more money into my hands. I'm almost at $4,000 right now. And there's yet another faction that we actually start out with a deal with. It's this one all the way over here in this salt mine location, so we can get a little bit more money out of yet another faction with a military access. All right, now things are going to get very interesting because Sun Ce actually starts with the Imperial Jade Seal early on in the campaign, and I really want this item. Now, I can definitely get it. The dilemma here, though, is that you're going to get a mission in a couple of turns where you declare war against Sun Ce, get $3,000, and get big unit upkeep and character salary reductions. We would do deals with him right now, so we would in essence get a reliability hit if we actually decide to proceed in such a manner where we actually declare war on him. I think that I'll get the deals done with him, and then I will not do the financial support against Sun Che mission. I'll just basically lose relations with Liu Yao. And then as Sun Che starts coming in and grabbing Liu Yao's land, I'll break the deals that I have with him while I have finished cleaning up the south around here and consolidating it in my favor. So basically it's consolidate everything east and south that is territory that's already acquired. And then once I break the deals with Sun Che, I'll deal with whatever territory he has acquired and finish him off. So let's do the deals with him right now. Let's get a non-aggression pact. That will get us trending up to -11, which is higher than unfriendly towards neutral. And then I'll get a military access. And I can also marry his mom into my faction. Not that I really want to keep her. But basically, yeah, we just want to work our way up and do these things. So here we go. We're going to get a little non-aggression pact. He's now trending towards -11. Very good. Make payment again. There we go. You got to get to like at least -16, sometimes -15 to get him towards neutral. Just keep that in mind. Just keep working your way up. As you basically get better attitude with a faction, you actually are able to reduce how much it costs to get items from said faction. Just keep that in mind as you're playing. So, yep, there we go. We're now at neutral, and now we're gonna go to military access. It actually dropped. What the hell? It dropped down? What the hell's wrong with this game, dude? Here, let me just make a small little payment for this ass. There we go. So now he'll trend all the way up towards positive. So he'll go from neutral towards friendly, which will even make the marriage be a little bit easier. I think that I can get him all the way up to, what do you call it? Very friendly. We will see once I do the marriage. So he's trending towards 24. So the same thing. We just work our way up. Up. All right, here we go. So now I'll get his mom married into my faction. But aside from that, I'll now be able to get him trending positive towards very friendly. All right, and here we go. I can make this deal now happen. I got to give him 1 food, a little bit more money, and now I can get the Imperial Jade Seal in my hands. I'm giving up 2 silver items to make this happen and a bronze item. And now we have one of the best items in the game in our hands. And then from there, we go here to Mr. Baihu. Make sure he has it equipped. There we go. And now we're at 25 out of 50 prestige, which is great, but also our satisfaction gets a little bit more manageable as I get +8 satisfaction for my faction. All right, now things are going to start getting very, very interesting here. So I'm now going to become a vassal of Liu Ye. You're going to be like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Well, by doing this, we can actually get visibility with Zheng and get her married into our faction. And we can get high enough money to actually be able to divorce Lady Wu, who I just married to Baihu in diplomacy. So now by doing this, you can see how things have opened up here. But also, talking about faction grouping, I am no longer having active deals with Liu Yao. So if I do have to do a war declaration against them, I actually can. Because what happens is that if you have an alliance with somebody and then you become a vassal of someone, the alliances, non-aggression pacts, military access, everything that was there, well, it's also superseded by the alliance, but whatever. It all just gets canceled out without taking a hit to the overall reliability that you have with the faction. So we're still trending towards 318 in reliability. And if we wanted to, we could still do the deals with this guy again. But then he does have recently broken deals as a parameter, so we gotta take that into account. But anyways, now that I've done that, look who appears in diplomacy. There's a couple of important, relevant people. Actually, not this guy. What am I doing? Blue Boo? Don't think so. Cao Cao. Cao Cao does have Cao Ren that I could marry into my faction if I wanted to. How much he does have treaties with our enemies as a parameter, so I gotta take that into account. Yuan Tan, don't care. Yuan Sha, don't care. Han Rong, don't care.
Who goes first?
Liu Bei is visible too. Lu Yan also. There's a couple of people that now have become visible. Let me just do this. Let me go to quick deal, non-aggression pact, and now look at that. We can do deals. Even Zhuan Shu, which I find really interesting, is actually willing to do a what do you call it? We're not gonna do that. Is willing to actually do a deal with us for non-aggression, which is actually interesting, but not that I really care. I'm just saying. So anyways, now we're gonna work our way up with Shenzhen and maybe also get another marriage. We'll see how this goes. All right, continuing here. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a turncoat in the wife of Liu Yao before I do any other diplomatic shenanigans, so she's still available. Sometimes this thing is a bit little flimsy. So with that out of the way, I want to look at Tai Shi, who's the heir, and then I can do this. And now I'm at 30 in cover and then 25 in undercover network. So I cannot get discredit character for some reason. Wonder why. Maybe I have to wait a turn? That is actually interesting. I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, all of these are okay. Not sure why I cannot click the one for discredit character. Yeah. I mean, I gotta spend a lot of points before I can even get to, what do you call it? Discredit faction and discredit character, so just take that into account. So we got her as a spy, which is good. We only have $2,000 now. So we need to think this through a little bit here. So, beginning, we're now going to proceed to do some diplomatic stuff around here. Dude, what? Okay, so coming over here to Mr. Cao Cao, we could get Cao Ren if we wanted to and get his bow. But I think what we can do is just proceed to try to get the marriage off with Sanjian right now. Let's go here. Sanjian, very good.
We will talk.
Yeah, right now it's a negative 38, but there's a way to actually be able to actually do this correctly. Sarong does have somebody that's a female with clerk, and somebody that's worthwhile to get to. Aside from that, I don't think there's anybody else. Let me see. All right, beginning here, I can now do this deal here with Shenzhen to get $720, and I'm gonna give money away as I'm gonna work her up with this exploit to get her to best friends and then be able to confederate her. And it's gonna take some time, but the plan that I have, what I'm trying to do here is I want to be able to see if I can get some of her items, which I think it might be too hard to do. Once you get to best friends, you can actually just potentially even steal all the items that she has. So you go here and then you just keep asking for the money. Just keep asking for the money. There we go. And it's just gonna be very repetitive. I'm just gonna keep through all of this. All right, there's a couple more diplomatic deals that I want to do. Let's get this deal with what's his name, with Mr. Cao Cao. Really, somebody to give me a little penny, and that's gonna get him trending a little bit more positive, which I actually want in order to make sure that he doesn't drop to negative and declares war on me. And I also want to have deals active with him at all times, because I don't want him to declare war on me because his schemes are a bit problematic to deal with. Aside from that, there's other characters that I definitely want to do deals with to start out. So those characters include Zheng and then Liu Bei. So we can go to Conrong. So you can go to Conrong here, offer ancillary, and then I can give some of the ones that I took from this lady. And this will get him all the way trending to 15, almost to the value that I need to get him positive. Let's do this.
We accept.
All right, he's going up. And then where is Liu Bei? And then for Liu Bei, I'm gonna offer another item just for a simple non-aggression pack. And now they're both trending towards friendly, so now I'm gonna give them pennies to get them both towards a friendly state, and then have an easier time bringing them up in diplomacy. All right, next we can do a deal now with Conrong with military access. It's gonna trend them even more positive. And then if I continue here, how is Gong Sung San doing? Because he's very friendly with them as well. Not trending too positive, but a little bit. All right, the thing that makes Mr. Liu Bei really valuable in doing diplomacy with him is that on the turn 190 start date, he actually starts out with a lot of money. So I can get $1,700 right now just by asking him for money instantaneously. Or, because he has so much coming in from the bank, you can get a lot of money right now from him. Let me see, like 82. Oh, shit. 84. There we go. We can get about $2,800 just by offering him a bunch of bronze and like really simple items, and then get a military access with him. And now he and both Conrong trend towards best friends, and even Gong Sung San gets even happier because they're all friends in diplomacy. I want to take this into account, or just to point this out. If you want to build up the White Tiger Coalition with your own characters in your own faction, you want to make sure that they're all friends. And as they're friends with you, they actually want to join your faction, or they want to become coalition members. It's very easy in the campaign. If you get an alliance membership with Liu Bei, or coalition membership, right? With Liu Bei, you can bring Con Rong and Gong Sung San into it if everybody's like really close friends with each other, because by default in diplomacy, they are friends, not rivals or neutral. All right, here we go. We can get a non-aggression pact with Gong Sung San. I give him pennies to get him to friendly, and I can get $181 with him. And Liu Bei gets happier because of doing this deal. Military access is kind of hard because of how far away he is, but I still have some leftover items from the deal with Shenzhen, and doing this will get him all the way to friendly or very friendly, and then Liu Bei definitely above best friends, which actually is great because I'm gonna take some big reliability hits. So if Mr. Liu Bei is trending this highly positive, that's gonna be really good for me. And then finally with Liu Jie, I can join war against He Yi, which I really don't care about, and give up a little bit of money and one more common item to now get the dignified raiment, just a silver item that he has, just a worthwhile one. And then from there, I'm gonna basically proceed to now become a independent vassal from him. Before doing so, let's just make sure nobody else that I really want to do deals with, right? Because Juan Shu, I really don't care too much about. It's gonna piss off Cao Cao, it's gonna piss off everybody else. Not really worthwhile to do any deals with this guy. So anyways, continuing here, I think it's now time. Let's go to Mr. Li Jue here. Very good. And now we're just gonna declare independence. It's gonna piss him off. Everybody else is gonna be kind of like indifferent. His vassals, though, of course, are gonna get mad. We're gonna take a very big hit to reliability, but we should be able to manage that. Let's do that. And now things get very interesting here. So now in diplomacy, form coalition. Things are gonna very hard to even do a coalition here with a lot of factions, including Liu Bei. I think he gets really affected if you have very low reliability rating. Just take that into account when you're going through these things in diplomacy. But we get to a point now where we can actually come to Mr. What's his name? To Miss Shenzhen, and now be able to marry confederate her. So we're gonna pick her up. Where is she? Here.
What can we discuss?
Offer marriage. It's at -17, but then watch this. You can offer tribute, and then you can get a coalition with her. Really? Holy shit. That's interesting. Did not know that would actually even happen. Anyways, so with that done, we can now proceed here. We're not going to do this. We're now going to proceed here to join our factions through marriage, and then we are going to issue an ultimatum here. Now it's going to cost us to drop in liability by -10 again, but we're going to get her entire army. We're going to grab pension, which is a great commandery to have. And then from there, we'll just basically have to work on the south with a lot of potential enemies showing up. And then from there, we're going to lose all these enemies that we have against the Yellow Turban, except the Yellow Turban Rebellion. Because once we confederate her... Actually, no, that's not true. We're going to stay enemies with Liu Jue. Anyways, with that done...
We accept.
Now we have her army and our grasp. So if we go up here... Very good, very good. Nothing here to do. Okay. So now if we go up, there she is. Now what happens whenever you confederate someone is that you can't move their armies right away. So we will proceed to grab pension, and then from there, Luchong is there, whatever. And then this settlement is pretty good to actually have. I do have Lu Jue as an enemy. I gotta take that into account. But now if I look, rivals in diplomacy, of course, Li Jue, who's very pissed off at me. And then I don't think there's anybody else willing to do any further deals with me at this time. Everybody else is kind of really unhappy with me right now. But anyways, I actually had a siege this settlement so the game could save in case it crashed, because it's a very long turn one. But basically I sieged this settlement and we can easily grab it. And then from there, I still had the tributary shrine being built here. I think I selected it before or after the what do you call it? This person became a let me see, let me find her. Recent volley. She's 51. Oh shit, she's older than I thought. Yeah, let's give her that before I forget. And then of course, we still have Li Jue in our faction. So that is, or Lady Wu, sorry. Now we could marry and adopt her. Now the reason why she's valuable, let's talk about this. I also thinking here, maybe it was a mistake to marry this chick into my faction, because Lady Wu is really valuable because she has fertile. Now for Yan Baihu, that is useful because if you pop more babies, you can easily get a lot of people that grow up in age that like each other. The thing about this though is that you kind of go into a situation where it takes like over 50 turns or so for a baby to come of age. That's a long time to build up the White Tiger coalition. It's just kind of like, whatever. kind of not really like useful to even aim for. So anyways, we can even just take her out of the actual faction if we want to. We can banish, but I think some of the satisfactions here are kind of low at the moment. And I need to wait a turn before putting Shenzhen as heir, because whenever you confederate someone, they can't become an heir right away. Let's actually just release... let me see. What's my situation right now? I go here. Yeah, but we need to maintain satisfaction as high as possible across a lot of characters. If I do this... Yeah, we'll take a hit here. And then this dude is deployed. This chick is deployed. Yeah, Lady Wu is useful, but I'm gonna remove her from the faction to save that money. And then everybody else here, I think is good. This guy is a general. Oh, up here. What does he have? Tenacity of Steel. And he already has stock. So he's pretty useful if I actually get a weapon to give him. I do have the Raiment of Nobility. So if I have a War Axe, I can get +10 satisfaction faction-wide. That's really good. And then aside from that, he does have Gracious, which actually is helping these people stay a little bit more happy. This chick is nasty because she starts out with Stalker, a great ability to have, which makes your entire like units in your retinue actually be what do you call it? Actually have a, not in her retinue, in her AoE, have extra range resistance, melee evasion, but really importantly snipe, so you can use up a lot of ammo like for artillery without being visible.
My lord,
in turn,
you call
this chick is already level 4. So we can potentially get White Tiger Raiders already in her retinue if needed. She already starts with the Fist of the Bandit Queen, at least one of them, which is a really strong unit. So anyways, we're left in a very strong situation here. In diplomacy, we're in a bit of a pickle. But I think overall, it leaves us in a pretty strong overall state. It's surprising that even Liu Biao wants to like, what do you call it? Still wants us to become a vassal. But we're not going to do that because something that I hate about Liu Biao is that you can always become his vassal to get out of holes. But he's not at war with the Yellow Turban Rebellion in 194. So you can't really like keep expanding in the south against the Yellow Turban Rebellion because you have to ask for a war declaration against them. And in turn have to spend time trying to grab these regions. So anyways, let's continue here. Let's strike this location. And it's a Pyrrhic victory to try to grab it. What is our situation in terms of loot for this army? Not too high. So anyways, we can just go here. You can do the battle manually if you want to. I don't think we need to. Let's do this. Very good. And then from there, loot and occupy to get the extra loot. So we can actually do sharing the spoils right away.
Seize every valuable.
We get support of the people, which that 25 faction support is really useful. And then we need to construct a building in this commandery, of course. And we want to get this in order to get a little bit more money. And then here, continuing, we want to get the weapon craftsman constructed. And then for this army, we're now going to move out this way to reach this location. Let's go sharing the spoils to get more replenishment for all these units. Joy Remnant Warriors, really good unit. Not necessarily high AP damage, but good overall base damage output. So basically, you can get a good roll out of them. And then if we look here, I think we're out of units to actually recruit of the Bandit Gang. But anyways, if I look at the White Tiger Raider, +3 starting rank for White Tiger units. Yeah, okay. You can go here, and I can even get one more Joy Remnant Warrior, which is really good, into this retinue. But look at this. We can even get White Tiger Raiders right away. Really strong unit. Phenomenal. And he actually is... They actually have shield wall already? Why the hell do they have shield wall? He's a sentinel. That's interesting. Okay, anyways. Let's get this here. And then one of the White Tiger Warriors. How much cunning does he have? Not too high. Anyways, yeah, it's always useful to get a bunch of the White Tiger Raiders. They're really strong. But I like to use a lot of melee units. So I'd say if you want to go full meta and strong units, go White Tiger Raiders. Like, spam them. But I want to get some White Tiger Warriors, Joy Remnants. I really like these units. At least on my side, I like to use them. And then this guy is a high AP damage unit. And this is another unit that's really good for base damage output. And this guy has 50% more... Yeah, he has Scare. And then for his own retinue, he can get... Yeah, he doesn't necessarily give bonuses to spear units. He's good for like regular combat units on his side.
Victory is well
so here we go. We can get some really good units here. Good anti-large. Well, I have a unit with Poison Volley in my hands. And then as for everybody else that I have here... Shenju. Why can't I deploy you? Oh, he's a recruitable character. Okay, sorry. And then, actually, don't do this just yet. Let's get yet another character with Poison Volley recruited, right?
Conviction and strike true.
And then continuing here. What does she have? Own army, range fire rate, a little bit stronger if she's commanding. Okay, here. Actually, he's gonna get really unhappy in a turn, so let's actually give him some titles here. Let's lower recruitment cost here. There we go. Jeez. I think I can't recruit any more yet, Tribesmen. That's the reason why. And I still have all this negative income that is pretty big. Okay. Let's actually do this later. As for him, though, I can give him this. There we go. Save a little bit of money. Save, and that actually is gonna help me out over here. And then for this army, actually, I probably should have put it over on this character. Whoops. Yeah, because if I go here, how much does he have? Oh, pretty big. Okay, but I think we're good here. And nothing else to do. Pretty long turn one. But now we end up in a situation where we could maybe get Tai Shi. Oh, we can do this credit character. What the hell? What? That is so weird. I couldn't do it a few moments ago. Now, why can't I? Anyways, I need to do interference first, so we'll do that. Okay, very good. And this White Tiger bond, I'm not sure why we're still in a coalition with someone. It's weird.
What do you wish?
Anyways, I think we can continue from here and just basically expand and try to grab these territories on this front over here. Alrighty. Actually, we should be able to even grab them with a lot of these units in our retinue. Yeah, I was trying to get these armies built up, but there. We'll keep the really good units, and then the rest we'll just basically re-recruit them if needed. And then from there, Shenzhen can't do anything about this army. I'll just basically expand. You can declare war on this guy. Zheng.
Sit down, so we may talk.
Oh, we can do a mercenary contract with Liu Bei. Oh, snap.
Welcome, friend.
Ah, damn it. Freaking respectability is killing me. Oh, but this is so good. I don't think he's willing to give me that, though. Oh, shit. Oh, damn, I can get Book of Changes. Damn. Also remember that Liu Bei has a lot of money. Oh, yeah, that's across 20 turns. Yeah, when you ask for a deal here. Okay. Oh, did she have any items equipped?
My lord, you have my service.
These randoms do have Noble Sword. Okay, and then let me go back to Liu Bei, who still really likes us.
Greetings.
Yes. And then we can focus on taking out Mr. Sangba. Damn, Book of Changes. Okay, if I do this, how much money can I get? 752, and then this. No, I don't like to ask money like that because, yeah, it's just not worthwhile. There we go. And then Gongsung San is going to get even happier because of this mercenary contract. Zangba is going to get more pissed. Okay, no, this is really good. Yeah, coalition won't happen because he really does not like a reliability hit. So yeah, he's gonna have to do a lot of work to make this actually work. So we'll do a mercenary contract against Sangba, and then the Yellow Turban, I'm not gonna do a mercenary contract because they potentially won't get eliminated. and I can't turn the contract on them. And also, if you take out all these regions and they're not eliminated, this contract will still be active for a long duration of time. So it's just not really useful to do this. All right, let's go here.
Your friendship will be repaid.
Nice. And then if I go to diplomacy, poor Zhangba. Man, it's really good if I can actually get him on my side. He's a bandit guy, so anyways, yeah, he'll be able to smack him there, and then I'll smack him here. All right, that will be it here. So much. I did a lot though, and let us continue. All right, on this turn 2, I'm gonna take advantage of this chick that's a clerk, at least for a little bit of time, right? And then Shenjan's a little bit mad, and then Yanju has survived the hit of not being heir. The reason why I want to do that is to take advantage of the clerk that I have right now and get this weapon craftsman up in level as high as possible. And then aside from that, this location, it depends if I actually go to war against Liu Yao, if it's even gonna be what do you call it, built up that much. So anyways, let's begin here. We definitely will get this built up. We don't have that much food though, so we need to get an enclave constructed. And then here, let's strike this army. It's a close victory, definitely worthwhile to do. Did she have patience? Damn it, I didn't see. Okay, let's go. Actually, I don't think she did. All right, very good.
They have paid for ignoring us.
We got some good fame and fortune. Ooh. If I execute him, I can get Scholar, which is a pretty good item. There we go.
Me and must
And
be
then
punished.
we definitely need some replenishment. We took a lot of damage there. Let's do that.
Upwards.
Very good. We got $1,000 for completing that part of the mercenary contract. And then, what the hell? We can't reach here? What? Ah, damn. Anyways, with the Scholar acquired, let's go here.
Me raw.
And I have the Book of Changes. I can't forget about this. Oh my god, dude. What a crazy start. Is she she's not the heir, right? She is. Damn, plus 20% character experience to start out the campaign. What the hell, man? Even if he catches me on Force
How
March,
can I serve?
the 2
my
poison volleys are really strong. I don't think he'll be able to do much against me. You can't equip that. This is... Oh, oops. Okay. Oh, wait, I can't forget about this. Let's go to her. I can't discredit him. But I can discredit the faction if I want to. Man, that sucks. And of course, I can always improve relations. I can assassinate faction leader or assassinate heir. I don't want to do that. Anyways, let's keep working her up to get interference. And then from there, I'll be able to use her to my advantage here. To basically discredit faction and keep manipulating satisfaction as much as I can in that faction. And then here, I think we're good. We'll strike there. Yeah, it just sucks because I really wish that I could do interference and then, or sorry, be able to discredit Kaishishi and see if we could actually get him, but it doesn't appear like that's gonna be the case. Recently promoted, personal ancillaries. And I can always extract her if I want to, but I don't think I need to. Okay. So anyways, with that done, we're still building up these commanderies, and I have positive money, at least for now. I can get 15 prestige with that. Yeah, we need to save as much money as we can. This is not really making that much money, so I could... Oh, shit. Careful. And with fire over here. Some of these units are kind of weak. Keep them around, though, in case any funky business happens. Here, just give them this one. Right, no, don't do that. $100. Okay. And let's go back. Shit, I need to go yet. Yeah, I gotta wait a turn to activate to be able to use this one on this army, which has more upkeep. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. We're trending very low on money. Have to be very careful with this. But I think we'll be okay. Let's go. All right, continuing here. Let's see what our spy can do right now. Discredit him. Okay. We can do interference though. Gonna cost me a pretty big penny, but then I won't have to suffer from any more costs. Additional costs from doing actions against this faction. There we go. And then I can build undercover network. 28 and 15, very good. Gain is increasing, of course, slower than cover. So let's just wait to build it up. Very good. And then over here, let's actually strike this location. We can now grab it. Demand surrender did not work. Very good here. We have high loot, which is great. So now I can either give to Mercenary Lord, or I think we can occupy is better. This is a very good region for bandits. And then here we can go and get 10 more prestige. Excellent. Oh my god. Punishment is really needed for these guys. Okay. Excellent. And then over here, we got a little bit more money. Not enough to build this up, though. Well, if I actually... How much do I have here? 800? Shit. Yo, it's gonna have to stay like this for a turn at least.
As you were.
Yeah, we'll maximize loot here. Very good. Drop this down. How low are they? Too low. Okay. There we go. 31. Yeah, I need to grab the rest of these commanderies. And negative 44. It's gonna take a long time to bring that back up. Okay. So anyways, that leaves me in such a scenario where I think I can just finish this campaign or video here. In campaign. What the hell am I talking about? If I look, I have enough money to potentially be able to build up some of these. $290. Does that still keep me positive? No. Well, I don't necessarily have to keep this guy around. Sure, there's still big battles to be done, but I think I can survive it without him. Now, that does cause her to drop a little bit more in happiness, so take that into account. Yeah, so I think we can keep this as it is, and then for her... dropped a little bit more in the overall income, but now she's happy. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep the treasury as it is. Anyway, so that's it here. Overall, really good progress. The campaign is really intense, right? Basically, what we want to do is keep expanding with Baihu in the Yellow Turban Rebellions, consolidate all these southern areas. Do not go to war against Sun Che. Just stay basically getting this guy more pissed off with you. That's fine. And then we still have, what, 2 more turns of construction cost reduction. That's good. You want to take advantage of that. And then here, we just want to basically keep going north and grabbing this mine before Liu Bei does. He might actually go and actually grab it before you. But if you grab all of Dong and this pension location, you're holding two very good areas. At least because of this building here, giving plus 10 more prestige. And then with that out of the way, Dong can give some good money. And a port, so basically you get a very good area that's very close to Liu Bei. You can form him as an ally and then get alliances with Liu Bei, Con Rong, and then with what do you call it? And then with Gong Sung San. And funny enough, are we stuck in a situation where White Tiger Confederation is like stuck in a bug because we canceled the alliance by becoming a vassal? It seems that the alliance might still be counting here, and it might just be broken. So I hope if I join another confederation or alliance or coalition, oh shit,
What for today?
we are able to actually do it, which I don't know if you'll be able to. So anyways, that is it here. I really want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye.